Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all fandoms, welcome to the Ferret and Raccoon podcast, episode 10. I am the Angry Raccoon.
And I am Ace.
And we've got a doozy of a podcast this episode. Yes, we're back once again, keeping up with the whole 2-weekly podcast and with the hopes of Ferret coming back.
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm waiting for him to come back.
He is coming back.
Okay.
He is coming back, just to let people know he's not disappeared off the face of the earth.
I'll just start calling myself Ferret soon.
Hopefully not. I wouldn't. You can't replace him.
No.
Yeah, but inside of that kind of positive news, I guess we'll start off with like some slightly negative news, some downer-esque news for anyone who lives in England, I guess.
So the elections.
Yeah.
Don't know if anyone knows. UK elections just happened on Friday, was it?
Yes.
Yeah.
The results were.
And the results were terrible.
Yes.
The Conservatives won, which meant 5 more years of hell.
Yes, I mean, for anyone who's not English, they probably might not get why that's such a big deal. But do you want to just run down why exactly that's a bad idea for the health of this country and the fact that millions will be dying soon?
Well, the Conservatives want to privatise the free healthcare we have, which is the NHS.
Yes.
And that means that a lot of people aren't going to get the healthcare that they need, and people are going to get really messed up and die a lot. Only the rich are going to continue living.
Basically, they want to enforce how healthcare is in America.
Yeah.
If you don't have insurance, you're dead.
Yeah.
Basically.
Basically what Obama was trying to change with Obamacare. But no one seemed to like that idea.
It's because Americans don't like things that are different. They don't like the idea of money being taken out of their check just to, just in case they get in an accident. They're not a fan of that. They'd rather turn up at the hospital with a broken leg and be immediately turned down.
Yeah.
It's a much better way. I mean, in I believe it's Spain, they have much better healthcare over there.
Can't we all just try and do the best thing for everyone? Or do people care too much about money?
I think it's just the money. I don't know, what was it, the Lib Dems, was it? Who won?
The Conservatives.
Oh, the Conservatives.
Yeah.
I don't really care about politics, it's just...
They got 300 and something seats in Parliament, which is quite a bit.
Which is a slaughtering, I mean.
Yeah.
Have you, I mean, for anyone who is British, they probably may have seen the little scale of the map on who voted. I think the top half of England, just bring up a map of England if you don't know what it looks like. Top half of England is just all blue, being Conservative, and it's like, what the fuck happened there?
You can see tiny bits of red in the, London is mostly red.
Yes.
That was a good thing. I think Scotland was all yellow. Is that the Democrats or a Scottish one, or...?
You're asking the wrong person.
I have no... But
sure someone in the comments going, how do you not know that?
Yeah, it kind of looked like Maggie Simpson, in a way. It did. You got the blue dress, you got bits of red, and then the yellow head.
England is Maggie Simpson.
Basically.
Silent is the best.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was a slightly unfortunate. Definitely, if you did live in England and you were up to date with all the politics, there was definitely a sense of depression and misery on that Friday morning and afternoon. It didn't help that later it rained.
Oh yeah, that was like an omen, in a way.
A little bit like that, yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to get any better, as unfortunately over the last 2 weeks there have been riots and protests against the Baltimore curfew that's been enforced over there in America, which has led to a lot of unfortunate stories and just a lot of butting heads between races, not necessarily people in higher gains in the police force and stuff like that. And we just got to say, I mean, whatever's going on there, I don't know the 100% of the details, but it's not a really good time. I mean, you've got people fighting over just the rights to just exist.
Yeah.
And when you've got a police force, as far as I know, just being lazy, just going, oh, well, I'm sure if we just enforce a curfew on anyone under this age, I'm sure this problem will be sorted. Who wants a donut? Get the night off. It's led to some pretty unfortunate stuff.
Yeah.
Especially with that one kid, being that one protester being taken away and them just trying to hide the fact that
Was that the really shady cover up?
Yes, the kid, the protester who's speaking out about these about this curfew. He's there walking up and down the street with his hands up, just kind of preaching. They bring out an SUV car and then just take him away.
Yeah, you see
TV.
them approaching just as the car is passing.
Yeah, and it's fucking shady. I mean, don't get me wrong here, guys. The funniest thing about that was the fact they thought no one would question it. It's like, seriously? I mean, it is pretty shocking. I mean, we have had some other interesting stuff. Like, we had this Michael Jackson dancer. He's been dancing during the protests. Just dancing, really. He's a pretty good dancer.
Yeah.
And he's just been just doing his thing. I think what he's doing is positive. At least he's just kind of I don't know, trying to spread some kind of goodness.
Yeah, some sort of nice message.
Sometimes the guy is just doing his thing in between these riots. He's having the time of his life, if anything. I don't know, just spreading the message. But that was at least somewhat interesting. He's got some moves though.
Yeah, no, he really does actually. Congrats to him. He's got it on point.
As him, I'd rather have protesting like that. If everyone just started doing Thriller, that'd be much better. And also the fact that during a baseball game between, I think, the Baltimore something and I completely forget the teams, but it was pretty funny to see one of the players just pretending that there was a crowd, mainly because of the riots, no one was allowed to see the match. So this one guy is just doing his thing, living the dream. It's pretty funny. I would just look up Cable Joseph signing autograph. Yeah, Caleb.
Yeah.
I don't know, Cable. Just signing autographs for imaginary friends. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I thought that was at least some kind of positive to come out of this.
There have been other positives as well.
What's that?
A lot of the community afterwards have been helping clear up anything that went wrong during riots.
Oh yeah.
They've actually been helping. The police haven't, but they have.
That police, they're not interested in that.
Yeah.
They're interested in the easy way out. If you honestly believe that a certain race is causing so much issues, you need to work closely with the organisation. You're acting as if every single person who is that colour or race or gender is the bad guy here, and every single one of them needs to be locked up. There
was a similar sort of riot thing that actually happened yesterday in England.
Oh yeah, because of our elections.
Oh no, actually, it was to do with the English Defence League.
What's happened now?
They had to try to do a protest in a town in kind of North London, and there was a whole group of people completely against them, and there were police basically protecting the EDL. And someone I know from the area kind of said they thought they heard gunshot or something. It's been really loud. And
who has a gun in England?
Exactly. That's what confused me.
Someone must have been just playing Call of Duty really loud, I'm guessing.
Probably.
I won't put it past them.
Yeah.
But yeah, go on.
But yeah, everything's kind of going to hell in a little bit.
Yeah, to some extent, yeah. It is a little bit, and it's everything's getting fucked.
Yeah.
Basically, which is not good. I mean, hopefully everyone who's listening is having a much better time dealing with all this bullshit happening. Hopefully your life's going well. Hopefully everything's moving forward, and hopefully you're just living life to the fullest, and everything just goes your way.
Yeah, enjoying life to its fullest.
Definitely. And I guess we should start start with some of our stories. We're going to kick off with one I did not put in the notes, being the fact that Disney, about a month after the release of Avengers 2, have not given more information on Ant-Man, the next film that comes out in a month's time. They're like, fuck that film. Let's talk about Civil War, Captain America.
Oh my god.
So recently Disney unveiled that they are adding a few more characters.
Yeah.
Should I do the rabbit is that a few more characters with the cast for Civil War. Now, first, we just knew about the fact that obviously, if you know the comics, we have Captain America and Iron Man.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, the Civil War comic was filled with characters, but that kind of made sense because that wasn't
it's a war.
Yeah, it wasn't a single character's thing. It was a group thing, unlike being Captain America's Civil War.
Yeah, but I just quickly read out every single person who is going to be in who is going to now be in Captain America.
Okay.
So we've obviously got Captain America. Excuse me. We got Captain America, Iron Man, Black Widow, Winter Soldier, Falcon, War Machine, Hawkeye, Scarlet Witch, Black Panther, Ant-Man, Agent 13, Crossbones, General Ross, and Martin Freeman as an unknown role, and most likely Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man is actually kind of confirmed.
Yes, it's obvious.
And Martin Freeman, from my nerd knowledge, I can't remember the character's name, but he's a government character. A kind of like in between of government and the Avengers, kind of like looking over them kind of thing.
So is he like a higher up from S.H.I.E.L.D.?
I wouldn't necessarily say S.H.I.E.L.D. It might be something else.
Government-wise.
Yeah.
Okay. Some of these characters aren't necessarily surprising.
Yeah.
I mean, the only real surprising ones, I guess, are what is it again? The fact that Scarlet Witch is in it, and Black Panther, and Ant-Man for whatever reason. Crossbones, the fact that he's still alive is like...
Was Crossbones in any of the previous films?
He was in something. I think he was in S.H.I.E.L.D.
He might have been.
He was in something, otherwise they wouldn't have put him in here.
Because I know Crossbones is a big Captain America villain.
Did you see Captain America 2? Was he in there?
He wasn't in that, no.
Did you watch the after credits?
Yeah, I've watched everything. Crossbones hasn't been in anything as far as I know.
Well, I've seen a picture of the actor who's playing him, and he comes from something. I know Agent 13 is from the S.H.I.E.L.D. spin-off. Yeah. Gotta love how the spin-off now has a spin-off.
Oh yeah, I know.
And General Ross.
He was from the Incredible Hulk 2008 film.
No, wasn't he in the first Hulk film?
No, he was in both, but this is the actual actor from the 2008 one.
Oh my god. Like, they brought him back?
Yeah.
Like, what
purpose
is he serving in this film?
Well, I presume Hulk's going to be in the film in some way. Like, they'll probably say, like, look at all this stuff he's done.
But then that guy was bitching for, like, most of the film. But,
yeah, he'll basically do that. He'll probably just bitch.
And here's the question: do you think there's too many people, cameoing in this film? Because I honestly don't think every single one of these characters are going to get more than 5 minutes of screen time.
Oh no, they will.
No, I don't think they will.
I've got the Civil War comic. They will have a lot. Like, this is going to be a whole, like, hero on hero. It's basically Avengers 2.5. That's what I'm seeing here.
People keep saying 2.5. I'm saying more 2.1, to be honest.
I can kind of see that, but the reason I'm saying 2.5 is because so far Ant-Man, that's not going to have much event. It'll probably have a cameo at the end with, like, maybe Captain America saying, hey, want to join the Avengers?
But what if they're going off the notion of everyone's seen Ant-Man, everyone knows how it ends, this is just some connected sequel. I mean, they're all connected in some kind of way.
Yeah, I still think it's 2.5. That's how I'm seeing it.
I'm still going with 0.1.
Okay.
But do you think there's too many people in this film?
Yes, definitely. I mean, considering the story, they'd have to have a lot of characters.
Yeah, so I'm very much aware that this is like a shit ton of people will be in this alleged war, but...
It should have been an Avengers movie, not a Captain America movie.
Yeah. Is Captain America going to be in this film, do you think?
Yes, and the problem is, for some reason, I think he might die. I really do.
He always dies, so it's no surprise.
He died in the comic. So,
he's the first to die.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, literally in the 40s he died.
Always. Like, Thanos doesn't even have to kill him, he just dies somehow, like a car crushes him or something. He's pretty damn pathetic. But, yeah, I don't know, this news does bother me a little bit, because it's kind of just like... Disney. You could just give these guys another film. It's not as if you're incapable of making another film for these people.
Basically, yeah.
I mean, we all know that Hawkeye and Scarlet Witch and Black Widow and people like Crossbones and all them, they're never going to get a film, obviously.
Crossbones. That'd be the best name ever.
Cross Bros.
Exactly.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, because Black Widow and Hawkeye, they'll never get a film.
No.
They won't. Scarlet Witch, highly unlikely.
No.
The only way she could, if she really becomes amazing, which I'd say, I don't know, watching Adventure she was okay, but yeah.
Magic.
Whole lot of magic.
It's a lot of magic. Anyway, this is an interesting. I don't understand. Once again, just going back with Disney, going, "Hey, do you want to watch the film? Well, here's spoilers for everyone." But I guess if you're in the know, you're in the know. It's not as if they've just leaked the whole film. But
yeah,
I highly doubt most of these characters are even going to be this. If every character is going to get more than 5 minutes of the film, this film's going to be 3.5 hours long.
I think it will be. I honestly do.
But then are they pushing it then after that?
Yeah, like these films keep getting longer and longer after each one.
I mean, Avengers 2 was like 2 hours and 21 minutes, so...
I thought it was longer than that. I mean...
No, only 2 hours 21.
Okay, it felt longer.
I can imagine it's long, but I guess they got a lot to shoehorn in.
Yeah.
Which is a bit annoying, but we'll move on to some other stuff that kind of just got created, being the fact that the platformer from Tectonic, was it? Yeah, Playtonic, sorry, my bad. Playtonic, who are a bunch of ex-Rare members, have formed their own studio team, and a while back they teased the fact that they've got a spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie. And they've recently just revealed the characters, the name of the game, and their Kickstarter, to which all was received positively. And the game, within about an hour or so, was funded.
Yeah. It managed to succeed literally on its first day.
Yeah.
It's an amazing feat.
Yeah, I mean, it was going after, to actually get it started was 1,700, 107,000, yeah.
Yeah.
And they hit that within like about an hour.
Yeah.
And to which I think we would actually chant at the time, so I think we were just watching it, we just saw it happen as the numbers just grew. And then it pretty much hit its final, well, at the time, stretch of being 1 million, and it's now stuck at 1,476,000, just over that, really.
Yeah.
And it seems to be hopefully going strong, because they've got another stretch goal now, which is like very close to being hit.
Yeah, they've done very well. I think it's been 7 days, has it? Maybe?
I think so.
Yeah.
A week or so, I think.
Yeah, but they've got 37 days left, and damn, they got their funding there. I mean,
yes,
it's going to be released on PS4 and Xbox One now, so... And
Wii U as well.
Yeah.
PC.
So, yeah, it's going to be released on a lot of stuff. Anyone who wants it, which I think everyone should get this in some way.
Yeah, if you're a fan of old school platforming, rare, collectathon, fun games, then this is definitely up your alley, and I think for a lot of people that's why it got funded so fast. I mean, what does this say about a genre which most, I guess, hype beast gamers would say, who fuck plays a platformer? Colour, I don't need that in my Call of Duty game.
Exactly.
What does this say? Does this say to Microsoft, oh yeah, guess what, guys? People do like to play fun games.
Yeah, I think it's actually going to the fact that people were realizing that games nowadays they kind of aren't fun. They're just nothing in a way, and they see something so interesting, beautiful, shining, nostalgia, but new, and they want it. Like people are getting what they want.
We've had a lot of that recently. I think let's be fair, the only games really that are actually getting the actual right praise are these games that are actually just being games. Shovel Knight was the best game of like last year for a lot of people, mainly because of what it did established and how far it went further than what it really was. Yooka-Laylee for the most part is pretty much the same thing in a sense. It's just, I mean, the creators, they're not trying to go, it's a bit like Magic. They're pretty much like, it's best as we can do to make that Banjo 3 that we promised.
They're wearing their inspiration on their sleeves,
which is perfectly fine.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm not. Any idiot who's like, "It's a rip off of Banjo," because is obviously an idiot.
People are going to say that when a trailer gets released. People are going to be like, "This is a rip off of Banjo-Kazooie."
To which I say to those people, "Where were you when, Nuts and Bolts came out?" Because that game was...
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was like the last Banjo-Kazooie game.
Wow, I completely forgot that existed.
I think Microsoft did as well.
Maybe Microsoft should hire me then. I forget, Well, I still remember more stuff than they do.
Yeah, but they don't want people to remember.
It's true.
You know, if anything, like if Microsoft could, they would just get a magic wand, make the Kinect disappear, or make all those embarrassing E3 press conferences go away.
That's some of the most cringiest things possible.
Hours upon hours of just the most cringiest stuff ever. But we'll move on to E3 in a sec later on in the podcast. But I think that's great. Something we kind of forgot to mention is what the characters look like.
Oh yeah,
in this game. So essentially, the game is set in, I believe, a Hawaiian island. It's got a Hawaiian kind of feel for it.
I thought it was going kind of more rainforesty in a way, like a weird mix of like island rainforest.
It's got a Hawaiian theme. That's why it's called Yooka-Laylee.
Okay, that makes more sense then.
We've got our main characters, the Yuka. I believe is the lizard.
Yeah.
Who is a guy, I think. Or whatever you want to say. Although the character does look female.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think the lizard's female.
Doesn't really matter to me.
No.
Not if you can't even tell the gender between a real lizard anyway, so...
Exactly.
Just by looking at and you got a bat.
Yeah.
Obviously called Laylee.
Yeah.
And together they are pretty much the same combination you'd find with Banjo-Kazooie, I'd imagine, because they help each other with power-ups. I mean, you're most likely be playing just as Yuka, just walking around and that, but I've seen power-ups where like Yuka rolls up into a ball and Laylee's just like rolling on him to, I guess that's like a speed boost, and obviously being a bat he can fly.
Yeah.
I really like the fact that Yuka is just on his head, just very nicely perched right there.
Yeah.
Perfect character design. That's how you do it. And yeah, they also got the character designer from the for a lot of the Rare games.
Oh, nice.
Which is pretty interesting, because I watched a video where they talked about how when he was working at Microsoft, they just had him just designing the kits for like Kinect Sports.
Yeah.
And it was like, what a waste.
Yeah.
It was like, what a waste of talent. Microsoft doesn't really understand that they've got some real talent, and they're just like, just let them make Kinect games.
Yeah, because if they won't do the exact things they want, they'll make them do something else.
Yeah, it's like that that team that was going to be making the next James Bond game.
Oh yeah,
And then Activision just fucking was like, nope, you're working on all the DLC for Call of Duty.
Yeah,
and they've not escaped from that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Same with the people who make the Spider-Man license games.
Oh,
they haven't made anything other than Spider-Man in like about almost 10 years or so.
Yeah.
I don't blame them for not trying, to be honest.
No, when it comes to something like that, people will buy them regardless.
It's a bit of a shame. Yeah, so we got more reveals later on this week with the photo reveal of what I believe some of the cast for DC Suicide Squad film.
This is like a quarter of the like cast.
It's like 1% of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we've still got 50 more characters to go.
Exactly.
Because I mean, Batman's already been fucking confirmed in this film.
And there's at least 5 or 6 other villains, not including the Joker, that haven't been shown yet.
I'm pretty sure Warner Brothers is removing the Joker from this film.
Oh, that's the thing. Everyone thinks that the image with the tattoos was now a joke, because they don't realise Warner Brothers is scared that people reacted so badly to their like bad design. I
think the thing about Warner Brothers is with Marvel, they're at a point where nothing's going to touch them. They would have to do something super racist for people to even question what they do. Yeah. Warner Brothers is at the point where people are looking down at them very, very carefully. Yeah. And to some extent don't realise that. So when they show off that Joker picture and it's just like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. And people literally go into DC going, I'm not watching your films.
Yeah, exactly.
They are going to change that design. And for them to say this is a joke would probably be the easiest way out. Yeah. If Michael Bay was able to change the Teenage Mutant Turtles from being aliens to turtles again, just from sheer hate he was getting, I think they can easily have a look at that picture and go, maybe we can make a character here. Yeah. Instead of a fucking statement.
Yeah, exactly.
But back to the ball. So we got the cast shown off. This is everyone who's going to be in, I guess, the main Team Suicide Squad. Do you want to
I presume,
run down who we've got?
I presume this is supposed to be the main squad, but first of all, the highlight of the image, because I have to talk about her, seeing as I'm in love with her. Yes. we have Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn.
Yes.
And to be honest, I really love it. I think she looks great, she suits it, and it's got a nice combination of... There's this pin-up art, like, image that's currently going around. I've got a t-shirt of it. It's a mix between that outfit and her kind of New 52 comic outfit.
Yes.
Which I think is a nice...
Yeah, the colour shorts, yeah.
Yeah.
And the hair.
Yeah, it's a really good outfit. I think she does it well, and the image does her good.
Is she, have they added makeup to her? Like, is she slightly whiter?
I think she's probably going to have the makeup. She won't be, like, the bleached skin.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be
Yeah.
bleached skin. I'm just saying. I'm just wondering because I know she. I was wondering whether her skin color was a factor in whether she was cast. I hope it wasn't. I hope it was just for all acting talent. But,
yeah, I think it is because her in Wolf of Wall Street, she was very good.
I can imagine.
Next, I'm going to move on to one that I was a bit scared of originally, but I think actually does very well, which is Will Smith as Deadshot.
Yes.
I think
Fresh Prince is back.
Yeah, and he's sporting a shaved head, which I actually think works.
It's a good look for him.
Yeah, it's very good. I mean, some people might be annoyed because some people do that a Caucasian character is now being played by a... Well, he's not white, so yeah. So,
oh no!
I know. So some people might be pissed off. I think Will Smith looks fine.
Mm-hmm.
I think the outfit looks great, and the image release doesn't have a mask, but I think there have been leaked images of him with one on.
I can imagine it being like a hockey mask thing where it's like, oh, it's time to do this, puts it over. I can imagine that what's going to happen with his character because it's Will Smith. Everyone wants to see Will Smith.
Yeah, exactly. Next, I'm going to say we have Katana, which, if she's a member of the Suicide Squad, I'll be a bit confused, because she's actually a member of Batman's Outsiders, which is a small, like, JLA team he, like, made.
So she's never been a villain in any kind of incarnation?
I think she kind of, like, she's been skirting on it sometimes, but she's always, like, usually the good guy. Or at least a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible, however, I think, like, this is a small thing I came up with, maybe she's been put on the inside by Batman to see what's happening.
That could make sense.
That's what I'm going for. Her outfit looks fine, I think it's great.
Out of everyone, she looks exactly how she looks in the comics.
Yes, she does.
She's the only character who looks exactly, it's to a T, her costume.
Yeah.
And it looks pretty good.
Yeah. Next, we've got Killer Croc. Which, originally I weren't sure this was Killer Croc. I thought it might have been King Shark for some reason. But, basically, he looks scaly, he looks big.
He looks normal size. I mean, he just towers over Will Smith. But like, I'm surprised Killer Croc is in here, because doing Killer Croc is really tricky, because there's been so many carnations where he's literally just a crocodile. Yeah. And then sometimes it's like a half human, half crocodile thing.
Funny enough, I'm actually going to say something. I'm happy they're doing this version, which is the original comics version. He had a kind of greyish, like, skin, and he usually wore trench coats, and he was like a mob boss.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so they're doing it well.
You're not going to mess with him.
Exactly. He was basically Bane before Bane existed. So that should be interesting.
Yep.
Next we've got, I think this is El Diablo, I could be wrong, which is the guy wearing the Letterman, I think it's a Letterman jacket, like varsity jacket, and the face paint tattoos. Yeah. Yeah.
From what it looks, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's El Diablo because it's kind of skull face, so kind of evil looking. I don't know too much about the character, so I can't really say if he's that good or not.
He looks like a character.
Yeah, he looks like something. There is something there. And he's probably one of the only non-Batman characters out of them so far. Oh yeah, I was looking for Batman. Exactly. Unfortunately. Yeah. And next we've got Enchantress. Yes. Who, she's another DC character I'm not too familiar with. I'm familiar with the Marvel Enchantress, not the DC one. Alright. So I have no idea anything about her, and she's kind of half hidden in the image anyway. I think that's what she's going for. Yeah. I'm guessing. I'm pretty sure she's going to be in the background with like her book or whatever, just shouting at Yumo Gogo Fagi Cell or something like that. I'm guessing. Cthulhu Fatan. Maybe.
I'm guessing she looks like she just came out of the swamp.
Yeah,
And
basically.
she also looks like that woman Calypso from the Pirates of the Caribbean films.
She does, actually.
She looks a lot like her.
Yeah.
With the long hair and that.
Next, I'm not sure if it is him or not, because I'm not too familiar with this character in this way. It's Slipknot, maybe? Like, I'm not sure if it's the one
The
or...
guy with the gun and the rope.
Yeah. I can presume that's Slipknot. I have no idea about the character, other than that he's a bit stupid.
He dumb.
Yeah. And I presume next to him is Captain Boomerang.
Most likely, yeah.
Which, is there a boomerang in his hand, or...?
No, he hasn't got anything in his hand.
Okay, yeah, I think he's Captain Boomerang.
But he's got a blue, like, tracksuit on, so
okay,
I'm
then,
him.
yeah, that's him then. Which, obviously, another non-Batman character, which is good.
Yep.
He has tangled with Batman a lot, though.
Yeah.
And then, finally, the Gunman, which is Rick Flag.
Rick Flair, if we can say Rick Flair.
Yeah, Ric Flair. He's wooing this up.
Rick Flair back from the dead.
Yeah, he's usually the first person in the Suicide Squad. Usually military guy. And usually he dies and everything.
Good to know.
Yeah. Spoilers.
Let's see how many contracts he signed.
Exactly.
Everyone's probably signed. Everyone's probably getting another movie except for him.
Yeah.
Which would be a shame. I mean, the cast image looks pretty cool. I mean,
it does.
A lot of the characters look right, and definitely it looks it looks like two different people did the costume designing when it came to Jared Leto's look and this.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's happened here because it's like you've actually got characters and then you've got someone's really bad. Then you've got someone not understanding the idea of Joker.
Yeah.
Which was most likely the head of Warner Brothers.
Probably.
Or dare I say it, most likely the head of DC.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, I'd probably go out on him and I'd probably say maybe it was even a bad idea on Jared Leto's point. Because he's really, like...
I think he should have stepped in and probably said, listen, guys.
Possibly. Like, I mean, he's usually a very creative and understanding person. From what I've seen.
Yeah. I mean, all this hate is not directed at Jared Leto.
No.
It's more just a look, and I mean, it is a pretty stupid look.
It is.
I mean, I've seen DeviantArt posts worse than this.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, it was pretty interesting. I mean, I like the fact that this director definitely seems confident enough compared to like DC to be like, yeah, here's our progression, here's stuff, here's leaked photos, instead of DC who's like, DC, where's Batman and Superman? And they're like,
oh look,
don't worry, it's happening. Oh shit, we're gonna have to, can we push it back again? No, we can't, we have to compete with Marvel.
Quick, leak it and then we'll finalise it and release it on Monday.
Yeah, oh yeah, leak the trailer accidentally when Star Wars Episode 7 trailer comes out. Oops, oh no. How did that happen?
Stealing your thunder.
Yeah, Warner Brothers, not everyone's stupid. Moving on to the next thing, it's kind of staying with movies, with the fact that Jason from the Friday the 13th film series has actually been added into MKX Mortal Kombat 10, and he plays pretty damn well for a guest character.
Yeah, I'm a massive Friday the 13th fan. I've recently watched all the films again in the backwards order for some reason, which was very interesting. But
it would be.
Yeah, he looks great. His moveset looks great. It's very reflective of his character, and damn, does it look good.
Yeah, it looks really fun. He's from what I've heard, he's very, very fun to play with.
Yeah.
Just the nice little references and Easter eggs to the films and the character himself, with him taking off his mask, him getting up and having the musical cue.
Yeah, the musical cues are perfect.
Yeah, I really like that, especially when he comes in on one of his like entrances and he's just got like some poor woman on the end of his blade. And it's just like, oh gosh, the true thug right there. We got like two other like characters in fighting games. Weirdly enough, that happen. We have Yoshimitsu returning.
Oh yeah,
for Tekken 7.
Which he's probably been one of my favourite characters in Tekken, besides King.
He's a fan favourite for most people.
Yeah, and instead of sporting his samurai outfit or his kind of robot outfit, he's now Chitulu.
Yeah, he's got some weird tentacle octopus thing going on in his head there. I don't know what that's about. I mean, I've never understood what Yoshimitsu was, so this is a bit confusing. Even then, I mean, he's had like so many looks, from like his zombie look to his alien look to his robot look, and now
to his weird beetle look,
and then Cthulhu look. I'm guessing is what people are gonna call it. But other than that, the game looks fine. Looking forward to actually getting my hands on this game as soon as it might be the last Tekken game. It'll be very interesting if it is. But
I actually really like his look. I think it goes well.
Oh, I think the color scheme is definitely all that. But yeah, it's pretty good. We just thought we'd drop that in. We also got another fighting game. We're also kind of in the Tekken universe with Pokken Tournament.
Oh yeah,
the Pokemon fighting game, basically using the Tekken engine with Pokemon characters. We have the next character added being Gengar.
One of my favourites from the original game.
I think he's become a lot more popular ever since he's got a Mega Evolution.
Yeah, but I'm. It's kind of weird he's in it, but I think he suits it more than characters like Suicune.
Suicune, all the characters in this fighting game need to be two-legged. Yeah.
And, I mean, I can understand why it'd be weird, because, like, Pokemon Physical Attacks Ghosts doesn't really work. Yeah,
immediately I saw he was in the trailer, I'm like, so can he physically be touched?
Yeah.
Like, or is he going to have a counter where a punch goes straight through him? Like,
yeah.
I don't know, that's going to seem really odd.
And really overpowered.
It would make more sense if, fucking, Clefairy was in the game.
Yeah.
And that way you could have a move where it can do that and then make a nice hint to its shadow.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be much better, but oh well, I guess it's fine with me. I mean, as long as they add more characters into this game, I think we should be okay.
I'm still going to play as Machamp. Like, still first announced now. Still like, yep, that's my character.
I can't wait for Blaziken to be confirmed. So the ultimate fire and fighting type.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mega Blaziken, because they said something about Mega Evolutions in this.
Yeah.
So Mega Lucario's there.
Yeah, that's like two megas already. Yeah, maybe every Mega Evolution that maybe every Mega Pokemon that has like is two-legged and can fight will most likely be in this film.
Yeah.
So I guess Lopunny will most likely be in there.
That'd make a lot of sense actually. And then we find out Suicune's going to get a Mega Evolution and be confused.
Oh no! Oh yeah, that's the thing. Staying with Nintendo, we've also got the fact that Universal's will be opening up a Nintendo-themed theme park with Nintendo attractions and rides.
And right now, I'm kind of like throwing my money. I don't
dropping it from the ceiling.
I mean, there's none actually here because I have none, but
this is a dream come true for a lot of people. I mean, just the possibilities of what could happen is just amazing.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, as long as there are rides and lands and places, I think we should be okay. Yeah. If they were to just go, everything takes place in Mario 64's Peach Castle, that'd be cool. And then you got like other doors lead to certain other worlds. Like, I mean, I've already seen people do mock-ups of like Yoshi's Island. I've seen people saying there should be a minecart ride like Donkey Kong 64.
I thought there'd be a Mario Kart ride, like a kind of Mario Kart go-karting.
There has to be a Mario Kart go-karting thing. I don't know if there's actually going to be. I don't know how the racing's going to go about, but definitely make it Rainbow Road.
Just like throw shells at each other. That'd be perfect.
Yeah, but you know, one stupid idiot kid is going to like blind some kid with it.
Probably.
There's so many possibilities this could happen. This is definitely going to be something that I'm looking forward to. Watching whether it takes a year or 2 years. I don't know. We might not be alive here thanks to the elections in England.
I mean,
we're probably dead.
The oppression. We're going to be oppressed like completely by this country.
I think we'll die. It just takes for one of us to like fall down and it's like, I need some healthcare and
it's like, nope.
It's like, no, you got 10,000. It's like, no, thanks to you guys. It's like, well, too bad.
Yeah, we weren't rich before. We won't ever be rich now.
No. Soon the only rich people in this world is going to be PewDiePie and Disney.
PewDiePie. I'm sorry. Maybe I should take over as PewDiePie.
I'm going to have to cut that out, man.
Okay.
No, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. Hopefully there'll be a Star Fox ride somehow.
Hopefully, that'd be pretty cool. like tank or oh no, there should be like some sort of simulation or something.
It'd have to be a simulation. He doesn't want to fly in the ship.
Exactly.
Doing
That'd be cool.
tail spins and fucking barrel rolls.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That would be great.
And then there'd probably there would have to be some sort of like Pokemon Center there.
It'd have to be, but I have no idea what it will be. It will most likely be a Pokemon store.
Yeah.
Because do we have one in this country?
No, there was a temporary one for like 2 months. Yeah.
What, did they hate money or something?
Apparently. Yeah, I honestly think it would have probably sold out in a day or two.
Pokemon is like really big in this country.
Yeah. It was in London as well, like central London.
Oh, stupid.
Yeah. I didn't even know about it until it was gone.
I had to fucking go to Tokyo just to go to a fucking Pokemon store. Yeah, that was the reason why I went to Japan, guys, just to go to that Pokemon store. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. This is pretty big news. I'm glad this is actually something good. Nintendo was definitely... People be like, oh, Nintendo's not in a good position. But it's like, open up that theme park and everyone loves Nintendo again. Oh, yeah. I mean, yes, they are doing some bullshit stuff with not letting people play their games and copyright and all this. We want a slice of the profit. But those old men will be gone soon.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure once the 20-year-old and 30-year-olds rise up at the ranks and take over, hopefully they won't be as corrupt as those guys. But
hopefully
the people like us and the younger kids below us possibly listening, they'll be the ones who hopefully drive the gaming industry in the right direction instead of the this screw-if.
Yeah, this take everything you can
one. Yeah. Much like our next story to do with back to DC being Batman Arkham Knight has revealed the details on its season pass.
See, the problem is with it having the season pass is it was the chosen one.
But this game?
Yeah, it was supposed to bring balance to the consoles, not destroy them.
But it fucked it up.
It did. So, yeah, Batman Arkham Knight, which is before everything else, like it is my bae. I will say that.
Your what?
My bae.
Bae?
Yeah, bae. Before all else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like your babe.
Nah.
That would be understandable too. I just wanted to get the information down correctly.
Yeah, I haven't even got the game, but I'm still hugging it as I sleep.
Fair enough.
It's released details on its season pass.
Yeah.
Which, despite it already having 2 DLC stuffs announced, which is players Harley Quinn and Red Hood, it's also done this, which is extra missions for side characters, such as, I think, Robin, Nightwing, and Catwoman. Mm-hmm. Batgirl's playable missions, which I found out it's actually Barbara Gordon, this Batgirl. And in the game, she's Oracle. So I'm really confused.
Wait, was the Oracle in that Batman game, was she in a wheelchair?
Yeah. Yeah, like, she's paralysed, so... I don't know, that Batgirl thing has to be before the game?
Because we also meet Barbara in Origins, don't we?
Yeah. Yeah, before she's wheelchaired. So, it's got to be somewhere between...
And this probably doesn't help, because I'm pretty sure Rocksteady has not even looked at Origins.
No. I mean, there is a character, like, that's in both of them, which is Firefly.
Yeah.
But and
who cares about Firefly?
Oh, everyone loves Firefly.
It's OP.
He's the best.
He's secretly going to be in Batman vs Superman. That's what they're actually fighting about.
No, he's secretly the Arkham Knight.
That'd be the worst.
I know. Yeah, also in the DLC is more villains attacking the city, which seems like that should have just been part of the game anyway.
And that's what it boils down to, looking at this whole DLC pack. This stuff should really have been in the game. Yeah,
it should have just been fun, extra stuff.
So, Ace, tell them how much this wonderful deal was going to cost you.
Well, the season passes, it's about 40-ish, or $40, £40, something, I can't remember fully. And the game is, I think, 40 to 60 or something. So, altogether it's going to be about 100. The whole game, including all the season pass, everything like that.
Just from what you've read, you think it's worth it?
I'm not sure. It shouldn't be. Like, I mean, you should just have all the game stuff just in your game. it should be there already. I could understand if they made the Batgirl stuff like 5 months later and like, hey, we've added more. It's going to cost this amount. But no, it's clearly like all this stuff must be there already.
Well, obviously, it's locked on a disc.
So, it can't be worth it. Just wait for a Game of the Year edition or like some complete edition.
Wait for the 10 out of 10 edition.
Exactly, yeah. Wait for the one with like so much writing you can't even see the artwork.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the artwork is just going to be writing made to make the Batman logo. I'm sure that's what it'll be eventually.
And it'll just be like 10 out of 10, perfect game.
Perfect game, don't you fucking say anything bad about Batman or we will come for you edition.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, this game has pretty much killed my boner for the game. It's it's going way too far now. This because they've essentially made 2 games now. If that's what they're charging for it.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. Do developers or whoever these higher ups or who's saying, oh, we need to add DLC and all that, are they literally already doubting the fact that the game's going to do well?
That's the bit that confuses me, because this is Batman Arkham Knight. Like, yes. Arkham City was massive.
Yes.
Arkham Asylum was really big as well. Arkham Origins, despite how bad it was, that got a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what is up with this. It's as if they just feel they're not confident. It's like no one's confident in their games anymore. Yeah. And it gets even worse when it's a sequel to a game that is no doubt really look forward to. It's not like it's an original idea where they feel like they have to, really get you to pre-order the game and you really have to, please buy a game. It's like, no, this is an established franchise that people are foaming at the mouth for, and it's like, we need more DLC to make sure it's like,
You know why it is, like the whole pre-ordering stuff? It's just so it can look good on like number sheets. So like, this amount.
I understand that, but I was mainly more talking about like the whole the DLC thing. It's like, what is this stuff day 1 DLC then?
I don't know.
As soon as you buy the game, you get it.
If that is, then what the hell?
They're promising this stuff for a price that's almost the same as this. This is not the same content as, let's say, a 10-hour game. Yeah. You got challenge maps, a few extra additional things, which are most likely just 3 more character models. Yeah. And, I don't know, an extra cutscene. You're charging $40 or £50 for that shit, and it's just... It's really despicable. I mean, if this is the future of gaming, you can count me out, frankly.
Yeah. And it's really sad for me to say this, considering how much I like Batman, but I probably have to as well.
You like Batman, but no one likes DC.
No.
No one fucking likes DC.
DC are just being stupid at the moment.
No. You can't be stupid if you're not thinking.
DC are being ignorant about everything.
Yes, they won't let anyone fucking touch their franchise. They want people to come write for their stories. Yeah. You know how hard it is for a writer to write a DC story? It is fucking terrible. They come over there and they're like, oh, you write the next Batman series, make sure Batman does this, to make sure he doesn't do this, this, it has to have this. Now write a story. Alright, we don't like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good enough, it doesn't have any differences, you didn't shake things up at all. It's like, what the hell did you just tell me then?
This is why Marvel gets away with murder.
Yeah, because Marvel actually let people be creative.
To a much better extent.
Yeah.
Oh well. They want to lose money, that's not my problem.
Yeah.
It's not my problem at all. That's the way they want to go about things. So we got some interesting news as well. The fact that over in America, the everyone's favourite country, I guess.
Definitely.
Is the fact that McDonald's is going to be bringing back the Hamburglar.
Oh, yeah.
So, for anyone who doesn't know who the Hamburglar is, he is essentially a fictional character that appeared alongside Ronald McDonald and friends in America. I believe he was in this country as well.
Yeah, he was.
Capacity, but I guess he might not be as well known.
Yeah.
To some extent, and I guess McDonald's had the brilliant idea to bring him back for one of their new set of burgers.
Okay.
Yes, the sirloin 3rd pound burger.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's what it's about, and he's come back basically as a pretty basically human, essentially, because before he was like some weird puppet.
Yeah, he was very creepy looking, like massive cheeks.
Most of the characters look fucking creepy.
Yeah, they were. But yeah, he looks like really normal.
He looks normal.
Compared.
Would you not look at this guy on the street?
In comparison to the puppet man. Yeah.
I would be looking at this guy twice.
I mean, to be honest, living where I live, if I saw this man walking the street, I'd think it's a normal day. Like, it's not good.
Yeah, it's essentially a modern take on the hamburger, and it's the advert for showing off the sirloin burgers is basically him cooking up some burgers with his wife and child.
Not stealing them?
Could be implied.
Okay.
I don't know if they're trying to go for some kind of the first thing you could say is they're trying to go for that sex appeal, but he's not shirtless.
No.
And you can hardly see his face.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, maybe it's like the mystery of it.
Maybe they want that 50 Shades of Grey money.
Oh, yeah.
But that
50 Shades of McDonald's.
Oh, no.
We're giving them ideas.
Yeah, we have to cut this podcast now.
Yeah.
Alright, bye. No, but I think it's pretty damn funny.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just some just stupid ass news that just broke, and it just had me cracking up. Because it's like, really, McDonald's?
Yeah.
Like, no one cares. I mean, and what, you trying to say your food makes people healthier or handsome looking? I don't think that's the case.
Or their food makes people steal.
Yeah, promotes stealing. I think that was the reason why he went away, because
Exactly.
he's constantly stealing things.
Yeah.
The fictional character has a problem.
Yeah, kleptomaniac.
Yes, I do like the idea of this character actually having a wife, and I actually do wonder if they're going to be bringing this character back for more adverts with him stealing things.
Do you think he stole her heart?
Oh god, I'm pretty sure that was how this started. Oh god. Oh god. Her meat-filled, artery-clogged heart from eating so much McDonald's is going to be the new subplot, man. Jeez.
Oh, it's so bad.
And this kid is probably going to start a new fucking Netflix series, Hamburglar Jr.
Oh no, he's called Kidnapped.
Oh god. This is going into creepy territory now.
I couldn't help it, I had to say it.
It's great, it's getting creepy now. Oh boy. Well, speaking of things that have grown up, we have the fact that Digimon, to celebrate its 15th year, which I'm not sure why they're celebrating 15 years, but okay. Digimon Adventures is going to be returning with the Tri series, which is takes place 6 years after the original series. I'm not sure why, once again. But,
15 years isn't too long, and it's an odd number to celebrate. It's the bit that's confusing me.
27 would be an odd year to celebrate.
Unless you're a big Batman fan. If you understand that, yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, exactly. No one cares.
We talking smack to me? But the series was going to be debuting later this year with a trailer released, and with that trailer came the news that it's now going to be 6 films.
Yeah, that's the bit that kind of confused me.
Yeah, the fact that this came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's very odd, because it's not as if they came out and said, "Oh, we're doing 6 more films." This was originally going to be a television series.
Yeah. Did they ever say how many episodes it was going to be, or?
Well, obviously not a lot,
Yeah.
because there's going to be 6 films. You just got to do the math, so it wouldn't have been that long of a series. Because if they're just basically converting the series into films for, I guess, more money purposes,
12 episodes.
Yeah, you're looking at about 12 episodes,
Yeah.
which kind of weird if you're going to celebrate such a cultural cartoon.
Yeah.
I mean, the same thing kind of happened with Pokemon Origins. We only got 4 episodes, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Do you think people are going to be looking forward to these next 6 films?
Well, I'm still interested in it. It's the nostalgia of it. That's why I am. But are they going to be released on DVD or Netflix or cinema or?
It's cinema. So the first film is going to be released in November the 21st.
Okay.
Later this year. So we've still got a while. I do believe the anime was going to be debuting much earlier.
Yeah.
So I guess for anyone who was just fucking, I don't know, wetting their pants over this, they've got to wait another, like 9 months now? No, 8 months.
And I presume, obviously, being films, they're going to be released a lot less frequently, so you're not going to have the whole thing for quite a while. No,
we could essentially have like a whole year of Digimon come 2016, because I'd imagine the animation is pretty much in its later stages if this film is coming out in November and if this was going to be debuting so early.
Yeah.
I understand that now one practice that animes are doing is they would get so far with an anime, take a break, and then just continue to finish the next season, so at least they can have somewhat a constant series going on instead of having to make filler and wasting money on that, because no one wants to watch filler when they want to watch a main story. I know a lot of things have been doing that, like Sailor Moon and the JoJo remake. But I'm kind of looking forward to this. Kind of makes me want to go watch Digimon, because my experiences with Digimon were very like split up and separate. I was just kind of like, I never knew what the fuck was going on most of the time.
Neither did I.
Because television back in the 90s for children was incredibly frustrating if you wanted to see the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Because they would just fucking play the first episode again and you're like, oh, I wanted to see what Frieza was going to do. So I remember one time watching an episode from the first series, and then it just jumped to the second series, and I was like, okay. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And the movie didn't help.
Yeah, oh god, don't even mention that.
Watch if anyone hasn't seen the Digimon movie, watch the Japanese version. It's much better. The American one is terrible.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
I'm actually kind of glad I didn't go see it.
I did see it, that's the problem. I went to cinema with my mum and my brother.
Oh lord.
Yeah.
I'm sure you probably enjoyed it back then, but like...
I was confused back then. And that says something.
Who is Kevin, the character they keep referencing, or whatever his name is?
Yeah. Why are these weird things that don't really make sense happening?
Yeah, I almost saw the film, because funny story, when I was much younger, it was on at the cinema, and because this film was big, I remember getting to the cinema and asking to go see the cinema, and then being told it was sold out. To which I think my brother's dad was like, "Oh, we could just go see the Emperor's New Groove." And I was like, "I don't want to see the Emperor's New Groove." And I distinctly remember saying, "I'm never gonna go see another film again," because I was so fucking pissed off that I couldn't go see the Digimon movie.
Did you end up seeing Emperor's New Groove?
Not in the cinema, no.
Oh.
I watched it later on and I was kind of like, it was a pretty good film.
Yeah, it's better than the Digimon movie.
Yeah, I'd say that. Yeah, I can't wait for the Disney reboot.
Oh yeah, the live action one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's coming.
Is Zac Efron going to be like the main guy?
That makes sense.
Or is it going to be Tom Cruise?
I don't know. Zac Efron's much funnier.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's happening, and the fact that Digimon is not Digimon, excuse me, and the fact that Nintendo is trying to address their amiibo shortage, if that is a thing.
The problem is their amiibos seem to sell out like very quickly, like they're always reporting on it. It's like they're all gone. Yeah,
there was that like pretty funny image from like Japan where it was just a shop and it just had like shit tons of amiibos just all lined up, and it was just like, why is that not happening in any other country?
Yeah,
is like no one in Japan buying amiibos or something. Japan has plenty of amiibos. That's where they all are. But they've addressed it, basically saying that they're going to work with more consumers, try and get them out. They're going to be reprinting ones that have sold out, ones that people really want, the rarer ones, because I mean, come on. Nintendo has to, because this is making them some good money.
Yeah, exactly.
People going gaga over this stuff, man. I mean, you have people hunting down that golden Mario amiibo, like it's fucking Raiders of the Lost Ark or something. I've seen people, like somebody to do a parody of that.
Yeah,
but
that'd be brilliant.
Yeah, people just kind of go nuts over this, and they've got something that keep them much better afloat, so they really need to like stay on that ball where it's like, I want my cheap plastic.
Have they like re-released Rosalie yet? or is that still like owned by one man?
Oh,
Rosalina.
Rosalina.
Yeah.
I think he only has like 6,000 left to go, and I think he says he's going to be breaking into people's houses now.
Nice.
I'm joking, guys, but it wouldn't surprise me, honestly.
Oh, so he's the Hamburglar.
He's the Rosenberger.
No.
If that guy does generally start breaking into people's houses, that's how you know we got a problem.
His house must be a shrine. Like
I don't know, what is he actually doing with them? Is he putting them in boxes just like, yeah, that'll teach them fans? Is he like burning them? Like, what is he doing?
Maybe he's like melting them all together to create one giant Rosalina amoeba.
But he hates the character.
Exactly.
Why would he make a statue of her? Just to burn it?
Or bury it.
Like it's the fucking Wicker Man?
Exactly.
Oh gosh. Oh, that guy needs to make a comeback in this podcast.
He does.
We should get him on the podcast.
Oh, he should. Find out where he lives. Send us the details.
Yeah, if you know where this guy is, tell him he's always welcome on this podcast for some reason. Hopefully we'll discover his identity, much like another dinosaur was discovered of recently, being the what is this? It's the most bird-like looking dinosaur we discovered, being the bat-winged dinosaur, which kind of creepy looking.
I think it looks really cool. Like
It looks like some prehistoric peacock with less feathers.
Or a prehistoric like peacock that knows kung fu.
This thing's gonna be in Kung Fu Panda, I bet.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
Which it's, I believe in because I believe they found it in China.
Yeah.
It's called the Yi Kui, I believe. I'm not sure. It's like Wiqi, which basically translates as strange wing.
Oh, okay.
And it's basically like no bigger than, I guess, a normal chicken.
Okay, that's really creepy. That's kind of creepy now.
The artwork of it is obviously just so you can see what the fucking thing looks like. But it's no bigger than a chicken, and these things, 60 centimeters.
Yeah.
So nothing. It's bird, but it's literally a bird, basically. And it most likely I believe it was probably killed because it's an easy target to be killed.
Yeah.
But it looks kind of cool. I wonder if Jurassic World will make note of it. Well, actually, they won't, because they don't believe dinosaurs had feathers.
No, the dinosaurs for them are just complete lizards.
No, they're scared that if they do that, then they're gonna lose the market.
Maybe I still think they should do some sort of reference to it. It'd make perfect sense.
I don't think they will. They're not interested in scientific technology. They're more about capturing the nostalgia of the original film. Speaking of which, some more news dropped about the I don't know, possibly, maybe, comedy of the year.
Oh yeah,
Jurassic World, and the fact that the T-Rex from the original film is going to be in Jurassic World, is making a comeback. She's back. She's about 21 years old now.
Yeah, so alive somehow.
Sorry, 22 years old. And
it's my age.
Yeah, so you're as old as a T-Rex. You're as old as T-Rex from
I'm as old as
Park.
I am the T-Rex.
You doing the motion capture for it?
Yeah. I couldn't tell you about it.
Or are you going to be in the rubber puppet doing like the mouth? Oh wait, there's no.
Yeah, it's all CG.
I
just have to like put my arms up and then just start roaring at people.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. So, and with this comes the fact that Jurassic Park 2 and 3 don't exist in this sense, as soon as it's now a sequel. Now, this is pretty damn fucking funny and stupid at the same time, because it's just like, we already know what's going to happen now. This T-Rex is going to fight the D-Rex. Yeah. Most likely, and whether they're going to make this, the T-Rex in the original film, the hero, would be interesting, because I mean they've got a pretty interesting quote where they say that this is where they basically say that this T-Rex is that this movie is her Unforgiven, which I'm not honestly really sure what that means, to be honest, but whatever. But it is very interesting that they're just fucking just being stupid now.
I've kind of realised what they might be doing.
What's that?
The T-Rex, now being female, is going to get the D-Rex.
I
had to. I just.
No, you didn't. You didn't have to.
I did. It was right there.
Besides, that D-Rex is most likely female anyway.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're all female.
My own joke fell apart.
They only breed females.
Damn it.
Something I'm pretty sure this film's probably already forgotten.
Yeah, probably. At some point, they'll make some sort of weird reference.
And at the same time, I'm pretty sure Jeff Goldblum might be back.
Really?
I think he will. He hasn't done anything in a while.
That's very true.
I'm pretty sure if they said, hey, can we just get you for 5 minutes, he would say yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure he would. Moving on to next topic, we have the fact that there is going to be another Five Nights at Freddy's game, being the Five Nights at Freddy's 4, the final chapter.
Which I think the name is definitely taken from Friday the 13th for the final chapter.
Which wasn't the final film.
No, which maybe means Five Nights at Freddy's going to have like 4, 5 more, and then a crossover.
He's not that stupid.
I know. But, yes, very confused why they've got another one coming out.
Yeah, this was very surprising, especially as soon as the third game has what would be considered an ending.
Yeah.
Which makes a lot of sense. But this fourth game, we're not going to dwell too much on it because there's not really that much to talk about it.
Yeah.
Other than the fact that we just have 2 images of like Freddy, what he I guess looks like in this game, and I guess what Bonnie looks like, and they both look like, compared to all the other games, they look like fucking monsters.
Yeah, they actually look completely destroyed and messed up.
They look like someone's made a robot or something, or made a killing machine. But nonetheless, I'll be interested to see what happens with this game. I'm actually really more interested to see if it actually is going to be the final film, although I think I've already told you that it won't be, because now that the film is supposedly happening, there's going to be Five Nights at Freddy's, the movie, the game.
Yeah. Probably on mobile. And to make sure the monsters don't get to you, you play Bejeweled.
I only hope that the only good thing that comes out of this movie is the fact that they just released the games on everything.
I actually hope so. That'd be cool.
They might as well. Just there are in a sense they're arcade games. You could just port them onto the PS4. I mean, fucking PS4 has touchpad.
Yeah, exactly.
Do that shit. Make the little button the way you flip up the screen. That would definitely make the whole micromanagement of the game a lot more stressful if you have to keep pressing that thing to
exactly.
Look around and shit.
And then you could actually have the audio coming out of that. Which,
yes, it makes sense. You know, you can actually be on the phone with phone guys.
Exactly.
Just put up to your head and be like, "Hey, what's good, man?" Oh, whoever does the phone guy, they should re-record it just so he's like, "Oh, hello, reach your gamer tag." Oh man, we're just fucking giving people ideas away, man. Shit.
I know, we should be working for these people.
Probably should. Speaking of people, I don't think anyone wants to work for.
No.
Bethesda has they released the DLC for Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
The New Order.
Yeah.
With this DLC being titled The Old Blood.
Yes.
And a lot of Easter eggs.
Yeah,
were plopped in there.
They've had quite a few nice references to the Elder Scrolls and Fallout.
What references were they?
Well, one of the prominent ones for Elder Scrolls was the Dovahkiin's horned helmet.
Yes.
In a room for kind of artifacts and relics, and you can pick it up and it gives you extra armor, which was a nice little touch there.
Mm-hmm.
And for Fallout, there's a vending machine. I'm not sure if it's all vending machines or just one, where it's got a list of drinks and then one of them is Nuka-Cola. Nice. Which is a nice little touch.
Makes sense.
I mean, Bethesda have done this kind of thing before in the New Blood.
The New Order.
The New Order, yeah. I'm already getting them mixed up.
The New Order. I always get mixed up because I always get mixed up with the band.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, is it Wolfenstein The New Order or is it Wolfenstein New Order?
Yeah.
I'm like, it's a shame New Order wasn't actually in the game because I think
that'd be perfect.
Yeah, just use Mr. Disco in there. I think that would fit. I don't know, BJ Blaster is shooting and all you just hear is someone say, "You got love technique." I think Bethesda missed out on a golden opportunity there. But I thought that was interesting. And then what kind of happened after that?
Well, some other people might have found a few more Easter eggs, which I haven't seen yet, but a lot of people thinking it's going to be for Fallout 4, like a hint to that game coming out, in which there was actually a leak that Fallout 4 may be presented by like Bethesda at E3.
That's obvious though.
Yeah.
It's really like for anyone who is fucking crying over the fact that Fallout 4 has not come out yet, it's fucking happening. Yeah. Come on, get over yourself.
It's one of Bethesda's biggest properties. They kind of do it in that order of Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Fallout.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know why people are crying over this.
I don't know. I think people are just... I actually don't know. I really can't tell. It's just a game of patience and hopefully letting them finish a game and not have it, like, bug out.
Well, no, that's not going to happen.
We can all hope.
No, it's not going to happen. I've got money on this.
But we can still hope.
Hope's going to get you nowhere.
I try. I really do.
I'll try. But speaking of more ridiculous things, we've got the fact that we should have really talked about this when we were talking about Universal and its whole Nintendo theme park. Yeah. The fact that recently, a while back, we didn't cover this, that there's going to be the Fast and the Furious Universal ride, and Universal released the poster for it, and it is probably one of the funniest things I think I've seen in a good while. So I would highly applaud anyone to go look up the Fast and Furious poster for the Universal Studios ride, because it is a marvel in what it just stands for. So for anyone who wants to know what it is, basically you have a scene with an explosion in the background going on while what appears to be a Van Diesel is holding onto a plane while being very close to a car and a tour bus.
Yeah.
Now, the proportions are fucking off the scale with this image, because I understand Vin Diesel's a big dude, but he's a bit too big in this image. While he's holding a plane to which I don't know if he's flying on it, if he's hiding on it, or he's about to fucking drop it on the ground.
I thought he was thrown onto it, like, because the lady's hand's in the air. I thought she like threw him.
But maybe she's just hollering like, "Oh!" Maybe like, "Oh, Vin Diesel, careful!"
Maybe she's like indicating she's going left.
Yeah, she thinks she's on a bike,
Exactly.
So she's kind of like just holding her hand out like left, or maybe she's waving to the tour guide who, in this image, are just having their fucking mind blown, but at the same time don't really seem to be looking at the Diesel. They're kind of looking above him.
Maybe they're amazed at how small the plane is.
Yeah, he could easily be holding a very small plane.
He might just be really gigantic.
Maybe, or maybe Vin Diesel's like, "Oh, let me just show you guys my mini plane." Meanwhile, an explosion's going on in the background. I don't know.
Yeah.
This poster is single-handedly better than like the whole film franchise.
Yeah.
I mean, don't give me Fast and Furious 8. Give me this poster again.
Yeah, just get it on a wall or something. Just get it on every wall.
Shit needs to be framed somewhere, man.
Exactly.
Facebook picture in it.
Oh yeah. Just like Photoshop your face over Vin Diesel's.
Yeah, we should do that.
Oh no! One of us is has to have the photoshopped on the woman's face. The other one like Vin Diesel's.
Oh god, I think that's the thumbnail of this podcast.
Nice.
Oh gosh, but highly applaud anyone to just go look at this poster, because it is, in a weird sense, it kind of sums up the Fast and Furious films as well. Just ridiculous and very hard to understand.
I'm not sure if everything's in the right proportion.
Yeah, basically. Oh god, it's too funny.
It's like a masterpiece of art.
To some extent, yeah. I would agree with that. We've also got, speaking of funny things, well, the franchises that kind of are funny. I think the Jump Street films are pretty funny. Yeah. Yeah, the second one is definitely knew where to draw the line and definitely knew to make the jokes, and I think the first 1.5 Men in Black film is pretty good. Yeah. And the fact that the alleged crossover between the two franchises, Jump Street and Men in Black, seems to actually be happening.
Yeah, it's actually starting to be written or something. It's a thing. We thought it was too stupid to work, but
Sony was like, no.
Well, they weren't going to do an Aunt May film, so
I still don't understand what that would have been about. Is that like a film to do with the Vulture? Or like, what happened there?
It might have been to do with her as a teenager, like based on a really bad comic that no one likes.
What kid is what 6-year-old is like? Yeah, Aunt May film.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so Jump Street Men in Black crossover is happening.
Yes.
So
as well as the female.
Yeah, the female Jump Street,
which is weird. I
think
get that.
Anything that Channing Tatum is part of, they're going to end up doing a female version of.
Is Channing Tatum supposed to be like the every guy then, or something?
I don't know. I'm really confused.
It seems that like Channing Tatum's a pretty cool dude.
Yeah.
I mean, he actually can do comedy very well for how like.
I was surprised
how he is. You know, you wouldn't think someone who has this, somewhat serious face would be so funny, but I guess it's really great. He definitely has a good career on his hands. He needs to be in a Marvel film or something.
Yeah, he probably will be soon.
Hopefully, I'm pretty sure that either Disney or DC's looking at him.
He'll be taken over as Hulk when they stop using CG.
No, they'll be using Vin Diesel or The Rock.
Oh no.
Yeah, when budget cuts happen, they'll get Vin Diesel on because that you only have to paint that dude green, and that's the Hulk right there. Like, have you seen that great image of where it says the Hulk? The Rock is the only person to make the Rock look like a pussy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's just a comparison over 5 years of the Rock, and it's just like the dude got seriously ripped.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, jeez. But yeah, I thought it would be worth mentioning the fact that Sony once again is just trying everything to make everything stick.
Yeah,
they're really desperate for a franchise, basically.
They are. They're trying too hard. Like,
too hard, yeah.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It is.
It is, but I guess it could come out good. I mean, at the same time, Men in Black needs a good. If I'm pretty sure they're just going, oh, Men in Black's the weaker of the films.
Yeah.
I mean, and Jump Street kind of took over what Men in Black was because the third one wasn't very good, and the second one had some moments, but the first one was fantastic.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It kind of makes sense in the aesthetic of comedy. I mean, I don't know if it's literally just gonna be Will Smith and what's the other guy just popping down a bit. Oh, there's an alien in the school.
Yeah.
Or it's gonna be them two teaming up with the Men in Black to fight an alien or something.
Like get told to join like the Men in Black Academy or something.
That would make more sense.
So they're like at a high school for people that are supposed to become future Men in Blacks.
I don't really see there being a school.
I
people
could
who are supposed to be there.
I could kind of see it. Like, this is Sony we're talking about.
Yeah, but what you just said was a smart idea.
Okay, that's true. Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Nah, I don't know if anyone even really wants it to happen.
No, and I still think it shouldn't.
Nah.
It's not a good idea.
If they can make it work, good for them. But if not, just, stop. Stop!
I don't think Sony will ever stop. And they've got too many bad ideas that they think are good.
I guess. But, yeah, so, kind of got to one of our last stories, being the fact that, NASA...
Oh, yes.
Everyone's favourite space station will, produce... claim that, the ozone layer situation over the, was it the, North Arctic?
I think so.
Yeah, they're pretty much claiming that is, won't be too much of an issue, come 2040.
Which is brilliant for Earth survival. So
Yes.
we're actually not going to die. Or at least shouldn't die, unless you live in England.
If you can survive the next 5 years, then I think we might be okay.
Yeah.
But,
So the due to humanity's like global efforts of reducing like amount of stupid like chemical waste and stuff, we've made the ozone's been like healing.
It's really good.
Yeah, it is, which means no global warming? Question mark.
I mean, hopefully our stability should be okay.
Yeah, but at least the polar bears will still have ice to stand on.
Hopefully, and to rip the shit out of seals. Polar bears are fucking vicious as fuck.
So are seals. Have you seen what they've been doing lately? They've been attacking like penguins.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
That's because they're confused.
Everyone's confused.
Yeah, super confused. But yeah, but that's a little bit of good news, which is good to see.
Yeah.
Always good to hear. when shit like that happens. And it kind of brings us now to our main talking point, which it's something that we pretty much just missed, kind of recording the last podcast, and that was the we mentioned that Konami was going to be, the fact that with Kojima leaving Konami, will Silent Hills be cancelled? Yeah. And it seems that unfortunately Konami has pulled the plug and said, "Oh, Silent Hills cancelled."
Yeah.
Promptly removing it off the the PSN store.
Yeah.
And what did this lead to?
Well, it led to a lot of confusion amongst the fans, for one thing, like really pissed off about everything. And PT, that demo that everyone loved, that, to be honest, is probably one of the greatest pieces of advertisement forever.
Oh, yeah.
Has been taken off PSN. And it can't be reinstalled. Like, unless...
No. If anyone's listening to this and you still have the Silent Hills PT demo, do not delete it. Yeah. If you delete it, it is gone.
Yeah, you will not be able to reinstall it.
Hold on to that.
Right, if you delete it, try and do that, it won't work. So just keep it there. If you really want, sell your PS4 for like several thousand on eBay before Konami take that offer down.
Yes, that's something they've now started doing. They've actually been speaking to was it eBay?
Yeah.
And telling them to delete any advertisement or anyone who's trying to sell it, distinctively having it on there.
Yeah.
Which is really taking it really far now.
It is.
Because, the most interesting thing about this story is not really the fact that Konami's pissed off at Kojima, not really the fact that they've lost their dang minds, but the fact that it's just they are actively trying to delete something that once existed.
Yeah, they're trying to erase this game, like a demo game, which was fun. You can't do that.
How malicious is that?
It's ridiculous.
And I think if anyone who's trying to actively do this, if you're listening, you actually can't.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
It exists. Like, there are YouTube videos of it, there are screenshots, there are playthroughs, like...
Yeah, like, how far is this going to go? Is Konami literally going to take down every single person who did this? Are they going to literally go up to IGN and say, "Oh no, take down all the coverage"? Yeah. What about the conference that they did, where they showed off the actual trailer for it? Are they just going to delete that off the internet? Are they just going to say, "Oh, we didn't do anything in 2014. That event does not exist"?
Yeah. And then just like make sure everyone's YouTube videos is taken down, just copyright claim it all. Hunt down people's personal laptops that have anything on it.
Yeah. What about all the thousands of images that people have taken? Or what about Kojima?
Yeah.
He could easily go to another studio and make a game and not call it Silent Hill. He could take that fucking engine. It wasn't made in the Fox engine. He could just take whatever ideas him and Del Toro had and just make another game.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't stop this shit.
And they could get Norman Reedus back.
Easily. If the main selling point for him was the fact that he's got two good minds working, I'm sure he'll be like, alright.
Yeah, exactly.
But it got me thinking about things, and this whole, Konami losing their damn minds, just kind of just, I think it might be closest thing they're pretty much done. Because after this they haven't really got much.
No, they've just got Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain, and that's basically it.
And do you really think that game is going to sell as well?
Not with Kojima's name taken off, no.
No. News, I understand not everyone is in the know, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But I think immediately it takes for one person like me, you, or someone listening to say, "Hey, there's some bullshit that happened with Kojima." And for that person to instantly say, "Yeah, he's not working on the game no more." Or simply, "He didn't make this game."
Yeah.
It's going to be definitely a hard blow. When they start doing more advertising and he's not talking about the game and he's not going into how he's meticulously added this one detail onto one pixel of the game.
Yeah, exactly.
I think people are definitely going to go, okay. Because when you've got one guy going, "Hey, the game's really fun."
Yeah.
It might not sell. It's love or hate Kojima. He did some pretty interesting stuff. You can't ignore the fact that he's an established name for what he's done.
Yeah.
But, Konami's pretty much lost something pretty great here. They've lost two great things now.
They just... I have no idea what Konami are doing. They're just trying to... I think they're trying to go bankrupt.
Do you think?
I think so. Like, they don't want to exist anymore.
I don't think so. I think they're literally just doing this to spite Kojima.
It's so petty.
Because I think with him leaving the project, I think they realised, oh shit, he did a lot for us.
Yeah.
And I think with a lot of people constantly asking, you know, I'm pretty sure these were the two most anticipated games. I mean, when these games are going to drop, they were going to drop hard,
yeah.
and they were going to last, hopefully.
Yeah.
And for them to be gone, and I think they've just gone, right, we've got to start anew. And it's just completely backfired in their face.
Yeah.
100%. And this got me kind of thinking, I mean, is this something we're going to... I mean, is this thing going to become more common, unfortunately, with people just being able to take down their games?
Well, it kind of did happen.
I mean, I know it has happened,
yeah.
But, like, do you think it's going to become more prominent?
I think so. I mean, Marvel did that ages ago. They've done that. I think there was the whole thing on Steam about that kind of thing happening.
Mm.
So, yeah, I think it's going to happen. Like, with digital games, they can be taken down so easily. If there's no physical copy of it, then...
It's very easy. A game can just be almost wiped from existence.
Exactly.
I mean, it's partly ridiculous, and I think this is something that I don't think developers should really have the control over, because no one profits from that. No one benefits from it. If you're just going to take it off because there's a really bad bug in it and we've got to change the game.
Yeah.
And okay, but if you're just taking it down because this game's bad, we don't want people to know we ever made that game, then that's wrong. I mean, it's pretty bad. And Konami, I think a lot of people kind of have the same mentality when it comes to Konami and what they have been doing, what they're trying to do in this. Whatever they're doing, it's just fuck you.
Yeah.
Basically. It's a real shame. But hopefully either Konami just shuts its doors for good and just stops pissing off people when they get their fucking act together.
Yeah, I think it'd probably be good if they just stop and whatever like content they have just goes to better creators.
I mean, what does this say about them? Does this say that they had nothing other than those two games?
Basically, yeah. I can't think of anything else. I really can't.
It's a real shame. I mean, some somewhat good news did come out of this, where the fact that Kojima's name was added to the special thanks on the Goat Simulator.
Oh yeah.
Which was just kind of a nice thing to do. He was added there just recently with like the new DLC come out.
Yeah.
And they put that there, kind of tweeting out saying, "Oh, you're always welcome to come work for us.
Yeah.
Please bring Silent Hills back," which was a pretty damn funny thing. I think I can imagine anyone playing this game and going, "Kojima, what the fuck is this a secret project you've been working on this whole time?" You know.
And there's even a little message there about PT, isn't there?
Yeah. I believe it reads, Silent Hill PT, please bring it back.
Exactly.
Pretty please.
Yeah. So people wanted that, clearly.
Yeah, it's different if the Silent Hill PTs came out and it was just crap.
Yeah.
And people like, get this shit out of my face.
Yeah.
I can understand if people might want to get rid of it, but this thing was like some weird Marvel. I mean, it's... A lot of people regard it as one of the scarier things that actually happen within gaming. It seems to be like a real horror.
Yeah, it messed with your mind. Compared
to a lot of things. I mean, I don't know what they was doing, but they definitely knew how to do things.
Yeah.
But it's a real shame. I think the one thing that pissed me off the most was the fact that the day they said they were cancelling it was like 3 days before they were going to release a new trailer for it.
Yeah.
So that's unfortunately fucking lost.
Yeah, exactly. We'll never see that trailer and never know anything more about it.
I mean, we got one trailer which didn't go into any more details, but it was more of a concept trailer.
Yeah.
And that thing was fucking freaky as hell.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's a real shame. I mean, but at the same time, I guess we won't necessarily be ending this podcast on such a negative as we move on to one of our other segments, being guess what I've been watching.
Ooh.
And that being the I've been watching the Tumblr's favourite, Steven Universe.
Oh yes, Steven Universe, which is basic. If you do have a Tumblr, you've probably come across it. You really have.
Yes, if you've seen a kid with a pink shirt with a star in it with black hair, a very tall woman with sunglasses and an afro, a purple, slightly chubbier character, and a ballerina.
Yeah.
Then you probably know what Steven Universe is, and you've probably seen the whole series by now. Through GIFs and fan art and everything. Not that that's a bad thing.
No, it's one of those shows that I haven't watched it yet, but from what you've said, it's going to be good.
Yeah, I haven't seen anyone go, "It's the second coming."
Yeah.
So that's at least good.
Yeah.
Then again, it's Tumblr, so I can kind of imagine someone just running us, "The second coming."
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, just a little history fact. It is created by the one of the lead people behind Adventure Time.
Oh, nice.
And I believe Rebecca Sugar.
Yeah.
And she also wrote a lot of the songs for Adventure Time, and I believe she was either the voice of what's the vampire chick called? Marcelina.
Yeah, Marcelina.
I think she was either the voice or the singing voice, or wrote all of her songs. She had something to do with Marcelina, and she was also the creator of Fiona and Cake. That's
nice.
Her. That's all her. But she pretty much produced this show, creating Steven Universe, which is it's kind of got like a slice of life kind of feel, but at the same time it's got like very much like you could put Sailor Moon in there to some extent, and you could put like adventure shows and all that, but essentially it boils down to you got your main character Steven and these three gems who pretty much fight to protect the world, and Steven helps along, although he's not quite there, and basically comedy ensues. There may be a story within it. I'm only halfway through the first series, but it's really good so far. The animation is great for the most part. The music is definitely something to take note of. It's definitely something you should listen to, because I believe the people who are working on, I guess, the quote-unquote soundtrack, they upload all the music on SoundCloud for free.
Oh, wow.
So you can just go listen to it and download it. It's all there. Cool. And it's very small. You may get like 2-minute stuff, but it's interesting the way it's composed, and people have already gone and done 15-minute loops of the stuff as YouTube does. Yeah. But it's pretty good. It definitely has its moments. The one thing I really like is the fact that I'm really a fan of when a cartoon just has an established universe world, and you can jump into any episode without it being too confusing. Yeah. Like, there are slight callbacks to other things, but at the same time, you can watch any episode and be like, have a certain character, but I understand this character, I understand that, and even if not every character's in it. But it's pretty good far. It's got away with some good jokes. It's got away with some pretty cheeky jokes as well. Some which they very, very obviously made. Yeah, this is a fairly adult joke. There was one in particular where Steven enchanted his clothes to basically fight something else that was not human. Yeah. And essentially he managed to defeat it, and he says the line, "I knew as soon as I took off my pants, he would crack."
Oh, that's perfect. It sounds like my kind of show. Which
was pretty good, and they got away with a lot of other pretty well jokes when there's an episode where Steven is he's unfortunately aging like way too fast, and he's speaking to two of the characters, and they obviously don't recognize him being older. Yeah. And he deduces that the best way to hopefully try and get himself back to normal is to throw a party. Yeah. To which it was established in the previous episode, to which he says, "Ma'am, would you help me into my birthday suit?" To which he's immediately thrown out of the shop.
Nice.
Which I thought was pretty good, and a much, much better joke, which I'm not even going to bring. Okay. But it's pretty good. You got like the three gems. You got Carnet, Amethyst, and Pearl. Okay. Who are all varied personalities. Yeah. Especially as soon as they were all picked for their singing abilities as well, which I've only just seen like one of them actually sing a song, which is obviously good to see. Yeah. Obviously, but you've got Kana, who's kind of like this cool collective, got this very 60s discotheque vibe going on with her characters, and you've got Amethyst, who's reminds a lot of people of LSP, Olympus Space Princess. Yeah. Although she's not as annoying, I guess. Yeah. Well, voice-wise. And you've got Pearl, who seems to be definitely the worried, paranoid mother figure to some extent of the three. Although it is kind of implied that they kind of do act as his parents. Yeah. And there was a scene where they kind of say how like Steven does regard them as his mothers, which is pretty interesting. Not something they had to make a big song and dance about. It's just exactly. One line. So, and the show doesn't really need to do that. But I think it does lead. I think the show is going to lead to much bigger things. Whether it's going to be story related, I don't know. But it's. I think it definitely kind of does live up to the hype. Yeah. This definitely isn't just a shit show that people are watching because they like colours. I don't know. it definitely seems to, like I said, live up to the hype, which is always good.
It's something I'm interested in, and think I'm going to watch a few episodes.
Yeah, we are.
Which I'm actually going to really enjoy.
As well as Gravity Falls, which is returning soon.
Yeah, another show I haven't watched. So, yeah, a lot of good cartoons have kind of come out recently.
Yes, we seem to have come back from that weird stalemate that we had a couple years ago. What kind of before regular show and Adventure Time came around, it was definitely like. It was nothing.
It was very stagnant.
I don't know. It was kind of like this weird, like Cartoon Network end where they were like, "Yeah, we're rebranding Cartoon Network with all live action shows," and it was like coming to Cartoon Network, and it's like, really?
Yeah, no one really cared.
Yeah, and at the same time, we had like a lot of '90s kids go, "Oh, why don't they just show the old cartoons all the time?" To which I was like, "It's called Boomerang."
Exactly.
Or it's called Netflix or DVD.
Yeah.
Like, no one's stopping you from buying a DVD of all of Scooby-Doo's episodes. I did that. I watched them all. But it's interesting. I really hope that they release the DVD soon. That's something that Cartoon Network has been doing more now.
Oh, wow.
Yes, they've actually noticed that, hey, ever since the new president has been here, he's been like, all our best shows, DVD. Like, seriously, Adventure Time, Amazing World of Gumball, regular show, all on DVD now. Yeah. Which is good. That way they actually have a right to take down anyone who illegally uploads the episodes.
Yeah.
No problem. But yeah.
So, Raccoon.
Yes?
Guess what I've been watching?
Have you been watching?
Well, I went to the cinema recently and I decided to watch the new indie flick.
Mm-hmm.
Disney's Marvel's Avengers Age of Ultron.
Part 1 of 2.
No, it's part 2 of 4 of the Avengers movies.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
And how was that?
It was good.
I know it was definitely an experience.
It was an experience. I'm a massive superhero fan. I love them probably too much. But it's kind of a weird mix of it's good, but not good altogether. Like,
okay.
I really enjoyed it. Lots of parts of it are really great, but some things feel unnecessary, but they're still good. Like,
could I quickly stop you there and just say this is not going to be a spoiler?
Yeah.
So you can listen through. We're just going to do. Adam Ace is going to do a pretty, just normal review. So don't worry, you don't have to run off.
I'm not going to mention plot points or anything. Or
I'm not going to mention the fact that she dies or anything like that. Go on.
They will die. Spoiler.
Anyway.
But yeah, it's the sum of its parts are really good. Mm-hmm. There are nice character moments, which, to be honest, are the best parts in it. Mm. The action bits, I'm sorry, they're a bit silly. And considering Avengers 1, it's a bit too silly in some way.
How silly are we talking?
Well, it's kind of a spoiler in a way.
I'm trying to figure an example. Are we doing Fast and Furious silly?
Ooh.
Or are we doing like wacky Steven Spielberg's Tintin silly?
I'd probably say more Fast and Furious silly.
Okay.
Yeah. And the intro, I think, was probably one of the worst bits of the film.
Intro in what sense? Like the first act, or
like the first maybe 5-10 minutes is probably some of the worst bits. Yeah, it should have been good, but
the potential was there.
Yeah, it felt kind of off. Like they weren't sure what they were doing with that bit. And I'd say characters I really enjoyed. I like the new characters, the old characters. They were all brilliant. They still had everything that made them interesting. Mm-hmm. The plot was, I'm still kind of unsure, and like it makes sense, but it doesn't. There's too much going on, basically. Yeah.
Is this something that you worry may be an issue with future films?
Yeah.
Because we're getting pretty deep into this lore.
Yeah, it's getting a bit too much. The earlier, like, Marvel films, they're kind of singular, like, plot. It's like, yeah, we've got our story, and then at the end there's, like, teaser, something else is happening. But with this, it's like, it's throwing everything in there. Like, a character that they set up for a future film would be in there for, like, 5-10 minutes, and then
gone.
Yeah.
That is an issue.
Yeah.
But overall, did you enjoy the film?
I did. I still enjoyed it. I didn't have too many issues at all.
You consider it a good film, though?
Yeah. It's not one of the best Marvel movies. It's, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 in the list. But it's still really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. I've yet to see the film. I know my brother's going to have to go see that film, so hopefully, I'm pretty sure he'll come back just mind blown.
Yeah.
Most likely about this film. And I think it's definitely going to do well. I think it's slaughtering right now.
It really is, yeah.
Okay, makes sense. I can see that happening. I mean, and do you think Ant-Man is alright? Do you think?
Ant-Man? What? Who's Ant-Man? I don't know who this Ant-Man is. He's nowhere.
Oh yeah, shit, that's right. Sorry. I'm forgetting that it's Civil War next after this.
Yeah. Civil War's the next film. Cause
no news on the Ant-Man film.
Yeah.
Shit, Disney's fucking burying that one.
Yeah.
As well as Tomorrowland.
Oh, I've seen like one trailer of that.
Anyone know what this film's about?
I have no clue.
I mean, seriously, Disney, it's really cool that you're trying to do advertising where you're not trying to spoil too much, using the same scenes over and over again to at least just establish its world and all that, but at the same time, you really ain't advertising in a good way. You need to at least say the name of your film when you tease something.
Yes.
Even if you just put hashtag Tomorrowland, stupid kids will go find the film.
Yeah.
You can't just put the logo and expect everyone to know what Tomorrowland is. British people do not know what Tomorrowland is.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was until I saw the first trailer.
It's a ride. People don't know what it is.
It's a ride?
Yes, it's a ride.
Okay, no.
It's a ride / part of Disneyland. It's like a futuristic... Think of it almost like a... futuristic, like, oh, this is the future kind of thing.
Yeah, I had no idea.
That's what it is, and it's a fictional film about this. Yeah, Disney, don't let your films get slaughtered. Try and make sure they're all profitable. Shit. I understand you've got like 50 films coming out, but like, come on, you've got enough money. You've got Star Wars. That's gonna make like billions. Come on.
Exactly.
Jeez, but yeah, that's
But I'd probably say Avengers 2 has made me more excited for Ant-Man than I was before. Because it seems like Ant-Man's actually going to have a singular story.
Yes.
So that should be enjoyable.
Do you think cameos would ruin it?
I think, to be honest, there's probably going to be one cameo in Ant-Man, and it'll be a credit scene or a post-credit scene.
Yeah.
That's all I can see, and I'll be happy with that.
Spider-Man.
No, he can't be in everything.
I'm sure people want him in everything.
But he shouldn't. There's a time and place for Spider-Man, and now is not it.
True that.
Oh, I did actually hear a little bit of information. They've renamed the Spider-Man movie name. It's going to be Spider-Man the New Avenger.
Is this the Marvel one?
Yeah.
Okay, that's...
It kind of links with Captain America the First Avenger.
That's fine, but are we going to get Black Panther the New Avenger then? Is that what it's going to be called?
I think it's just called Black Panther now.
So Spider-Man is the leader of the New Avengers then?
Yeah, definitely.
He'd have to be if they're going to give him that title.
Yeah.
Well, more news coming in.
Yeah.
We're always keeping you guys up to date and fresh on them news. I think it's time to pretty much end off the podcast, but before we end it, we've got the video of the week.
Oh, yeah.
And it is a video which I have been weirdly trying to track down, but finally just remembered to watch it thanks to something we have mentioned on this podcast. And that is the Wendy's training video hot drinks.
Oh my gosh.
This video is a little slice from the 80s, and it is probably one of the better training videos or creative training videos to come from a corporate franchise. I'm really glad that this exists, and I'm really glad it's out there, and I really hope this video actually gets to 1 million views. I think more people need to see this because we don't really like spoiling what happens on like the video of the week, but let's just say someone was heavily inspired by Michael Jackson.
Yeah, and I'll say it made my day. That video made my day.
And that's what the video of the week should be.
Exactly.
Should really just make your day. You don't want to put like some depressing news story of how, you know, someone fell over and like broke their arm or something like that.
Or that Nickelback have a new single.
I don't know. Yeah, we don't want it to be something like that. So we always pick up something that's just stupid, even if it just confuses the ever living hell out of you. I think our job is done.
Yeah.
And I think that's the podcast done.
Yeah, it's been a pretty doozy.
Yes, it's been good. Well, hopefully we should have someone else joining us for the next podcast. Someone who you may remember.
Hopefully, we need him back.
Hopefully back. he'll be back better and stronger, hopefully. But with that being said, I'm the Angry Raccoon.
And I am Ace.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Auf Wiedersehen in Ferret's memory.
Right. Laters.